and Disney Plus are about to join forces. As we know, Disney has owned both entities, but now they're about to be one streaming service within the next few months. I have to say, I'm so excited for Disney Plus content to be at the forefront now of Disney, because before it just gave like Stepchild on the side. Like, if you're a Marvel person, you get it. If not, then you just don't know what's going on over there. So here's what we're gonna do here in this video. I want to run down some must-see TV and movies on Disney Plus. So now that the Hulu people who haven't been introduced to Disney Plus can go check it out within the next couple of months. Or if you have Disney Plus and you're just like, what do I even have this for? Here goes some recommendations for you either way, because in my opinion, they're not as good as Netflix or Hulu with recommending content. So let's get into it. I thought it would be fun to do a what's new and what blue, because I like to give you a little bit of the good, a little bit of the bad. I like to be balanced. But let's get into it. Disney Plus, what's new, what blue, what should you get into? What's up, guys? My name is Kyla, and I make content about stuff I like to watch, stuff I like to see, and stuff I find important. So if you're interested in subscribing and following along, seeing more of my stuff, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that I can know to do more videos like this for you. Alright, so I like to start off with the positive. So what's new? What is out there on Disney Plus if we're interested in giving it a watch? Well, have you seen Miss Marvel? It's based around a girl named Kamala, a Muslim girl named Kamala. And I thought it was just such a beautiful representation, a good point of view of the family dynamic. It was funny, it was witty. Long story short, Kamala is a girl who comes to find out that she is more than just human, and her family is descendant from these mystical beings that history remembers as the jinn. And so then she goes down the journey of understanding her powers. There are also elements of things like police brutality, the things that Muslims have to deal with in terms of profiling. I mean, yeah, they get into it. This is set after Infinity Wars, post blip. If you're new to Marvel, definitely. If you've got a teenage girl, definitely. If you're just into like family friendly content, that is the perfect show to watch. Alright, so the next one. This did get a little bit of an advertising budget, but not as much as it should have. So if you know me, then you know that the original Cheaper by the Dozen movies were my freaking jam. They did the remake of Cheaper by the Dozen with Zach Braff from Scrubs, who is hilarious, and Gabrielle Union, but there's a modern spin on the story that I think is very intriguing, very interesting. It is, in general, a funny slapstick comedy with adult scenarios, but they also have like a childlike spin on things so that kids will still get a kick out of it, but the adults will know what's going on. They're a blended family, so there are exes involved, and there's like, you know, the balance between having the exes involved and the parenting. They do it in a funny way, but they're dealing with like real life situations. Very much interesting and realistic plots, which I have to give it up to them for. This was great writing, great casting, and definitely worth a watch. I watched the entire thing, and then as I was watching it, I was like, I wish this was a series. They need to turn this into a series. I don't want to see a second movie. I want to see a series continuation of it. Okay, let's mix it up. Let's add the TVMA in right here. Okay. Have you seen The Punisher? At least for season 1. I can't really say much about season 2. I gave up halfway through. But season 1 of The Punisher was great. And if we're talking about The Punisher, we got to discuss the rest of the originally Netflix-based Disney Marvel content that now lives on Disney Plus. All of it is great, but if you don't want to watch any of the other ones, maybe just start with The Punisher, because it's just like fun, more independent, like not really about the other ones. But you've got The Punisher, you've got Luke Cage, amazing in season 1. Skip over season 2. Just watch season 1. It's a freaking masterpiece as well. Just as good as The Punisher. You've got Iron Fist. It was kind of good, but I would probably never watch it again, so I didn't put that on this list, but it is in that realm of Netflix Marvel mess. But besides that, then there's also Jessica Jones, which I did kind of like the second season of Jessica Jones. So season 1 and season 2 of Jessica Jones was good. The girl never changes her pants. So be prepared for that, okay? She don't wash her butt and she don't change her pants. All right. Oh, and of course, Daredevil. How could I forget? I'm ride or die for Daredevil. And they're actually about to come out with a new series. I always talk about Daredevil, so I wasn't really going to bring it up, but we're here. Yeah, they're coming out with Daredevil Born Again, so it definitely would behoove you to go back and watch those 3 seasons of Daredevil. They're all popping. I recently finished the 3rd season. It was great. It was beautiful. It's always like interesting. The fighting is interesting to look at. And then they also give you really deep storylines, interesting like mysteries, whodunit type. It just be interesting. Like, you don't know what's going on or what's gonna happen. And I don't know if they're going to have the Born Again new season of Daredevil be TVMA, but hopefully it is, because I want to see blood. When it comes to Daredevil, I want to see blood. Okay, so that's that for the Marvel Netflix little situation. The Proud Family continuation, Louder and Prouder. So I'm loving this new show. Season 1 was still getting its footing. Season 2 is even better. Maybe just skip to season 2 just because it has like a better grip on its audience, the pacing, all that. I think they just like were a little bit rusty on season 1. But season 2 is perfect for the family. I got chuckles out of it. So it's definitely worth a watch, especially if you're just chilling back. You just need something that's not too stressful to watch. Watch Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, because it's definitely cute. And they do handle real stuff sometimes. They do, like, they put Penny in like real situations. But there's also stuff for the kids. It gets cringy sometimes how hard they're trying to be hip, but other than that, it's totally cute. Have y'all seen the Santa Clauses? This was a nostalgia sandwich. I just loved being able to see the Clauses back in action, getting to see the end of their story, how everything continues. Great cameos, great nostalgia, great plot. So y'all go watch the Santa Clauses and then let me know how you guys feel. Do you want a season 2? Because I low-key want a season 2. So now, I've been nice. I've been lovely. But now, we have to get into what blew. Because Disney, you funded a couple of stinkers. Probably the whole reason why y'all gotta conjoin apps, because there's a couple of stinkers on here. So these are just a couple of things that were popular that I'm gonna say maybe stay away from, maybe don't waste your time. Okay? Now just take it with a grain of salt because everybody's different, obviously. Okay, let's get into it. What blew? I loved the original Enchanted. I loved Enchanted. The music, the plot, the love, the adding in the cartoon element. Like, it was just so something like no other movie had done before. It was innovative. And so I expected the second one to pull up with some innovation. But they couldn't even pull up with a good wig budget.
You're hilarious. Delusional, but hilarious.
So the movie was called Disenchanted, and like I said, it was supposed to be a continuation of Enchanted. I only made it about, I can't even say halfway, maybe a quarter into the movie. The music was whack. I don't know. I just didn't like the way that I can't save that movie. It's just not a good movie. Alright, so I'm just going to move on. Hocus Pocus 2. Did it have nostalgia? Yes. Was it good? No. Like, it was boring. It was boring. It was boring. I was bored the whole time. I was bored. And it was so frustrating because the first, I guess I keep on saying that because these were very iconic movies. Enchanted, Hocus Pocus. Y'all tried it with these remakes. Like, I need y'all to put years into the production of this writing. It kind of just, it gave money grab. It gave, you just wanted to be able to sell Halloween costumes or something. I don't know what you were trying to do. But the music didn't hit. You did the same breakdown at the dance as the first one. So what is this, just a remake? Because you're trying to make it seem like these are the same characters and this is just years later. Why would they come back Halloween again and then do another musical at a high school as Powerful Witches? Okay, I'm just thinking, I'm a Saracen sister, okay? In fact, I would be more evil. Either I learned a lesson or I'm more evil. But they were just like the same. And then at the end, they learned a lesson. How'd they learn a lesson if they didn't take it any further? They didn't raise the stakes? Like, I don't know. Like, they didn't even turn nobody into no cat or nothing. Like, no. So skip it. Skip it. Songs weren't memorable. That's what I wrote. Skip it. I wrote slow paced, no character development shown. Skip it. Yeah. Moving on. So those are the two things that I really said, like, blue. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and we're almost done, I wanted to tell you guys what's coming up on the app, so what you guys can be on the lookout for within the next couple of months. Okay, so Loki Season 2. If you haven't seen Season 1, go watch Season 1. But my Marvel people, Loki Season 2. Loki Season 2. Okay. Percy Jackson series. I'm a big Percy Jackson and the Olympians fan. I read all of the books. I'm currently reading one of the new books. Like, to the death of me. It's Rick Riordan gang at this point. Yeah. A few years back, they did 2 movies, maybe 3. They were okay, but the main issue was that the characters were supposed to start off as kids, and then we see their development into young adulthood. But they started them off as like 17. And it just never gave Percy Jackson. It just never gave that. So, this new series is starting off with the younger kids, and that should be so good, and that's going to be sometime, I think, at the end of the summer. I wanted to leave you guys on an oldie but a goodie that is also on Disney Plus and available. If you haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and you're looking for something to go binge watch, yeah, go watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because it gives you action, it gives you intrigue, it gives you an insight on how things happen in the world of the Avengers. I'm just now rewatching it, and I was like, yeah, this still holds up. Yeah, it still holds up. And it's got, 6-7 seasons, man. There's plenty of content. It's family friendly, PG, but it still has action and interesting plot lines. And not to mention, it also follows the movie timeline. Remember how Lucifer was originally on CW and then it went on Netflix and they started dropping the F-bomb and showing butts? I was wondering, would Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have had a longer run if Netflix would have bought it from Disney, from ABC? Because certain scenes, it's like, yeah, I wish I would have seen that blood. Maybe you could bring it back, but put it on Disney Plus TV and Max. Because I still feel like there are some plot lines. I'm getting too far into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that is my freaking show, y'all. If y'all know, y'all know. So, guys, I have given you a couple of insights, my opinions on Disney Plus, what's new, what blue, some oldies, some goodies. Let me know in the comments, what do you like on Disney Plus? Give me a recommendation. I would love one. Shoot, I'm paying for it. I might as well watch it, right? That's my motto. So thank you guys for watching. I had such a good time just catching up with you guys. Like I said in the beginning of the video, make sure to give this a thumbs up so that I can know to do more content like this for you. And if you want to see me on more than just YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both Kyla Shanique. And you get 2 different sides of me on Instagram and on Twitter. And if you want to see some inspirational stuff, some business tips, you can follow me on KBK Consulting. That's my business page. I do digital marketing management, consulting, content creation for small to medium-sized businesses. So, if you want to work with me, you can go over there and get more tea about what I do and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.